So, but when you have a young generation that's coming up in the hip hop game, because we know hip hop is still pretty, predominantly ran by the younger culture.
Yes, sir.
And let's say here in Dallas, you have the young culture. A lot of them looking at Sean Cotton than they do really with Bebe. Because I have a couple of artists be like, well, who was the last artist Bebe broke? Like, yeah, you see like all the major artists that is already established when they come into the city, they go to Bebe. But since I guess if you want to say even the heyday of what's the kid name out of Louisiana? Hurricane Chris.
Absolutely.
A lot of people felt like Bebe may have attached itself to Yellow Beezy and Trap Boy and them after they hit a certain threshold.
Well,
and it could be wrong.
Well, they're absolutely wrong first, because a lot of times you got to understand, people don't understand how this system works. And I state that because, what did you call me soon as I sit down? One of the gatekeepers, right?
Right.
Well, this still ain't no different than, I know I'm using an outlandish scenario, but it's the truth. No different than the mob. You don't get denied from the right individuals, you don't move on. And you don't stick around long.
Gotcha.
So that's really still how this music thing is. The right individuals has to be tied to the project of some nature and our time spent to get that blessing where you can keep it moving. You know, the last artist Bebe broke of a certain nature, I can tell you this, he had a lot to do with Megan Thee Stallion. I'll speak on that.
Okay.
You know, a lot more, but see, what people are looking for to say him himself, there's no one man can do this thing by himself.
I got you.
There's a system. Systematically, you have to know how to run the track. You know what I mean? And let's be 1,000. We can use it as locomotives. We can use them as a regular working train track that brings product across the world. It's heavy metal. All of them move different. You just got to get on the right track and be able to get down through there and deal with the right people, man.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
And I hope I'm answering your question.
No, you did. That's
you know,
cool. That's
I don't think people really get it, understanding it's not just Bebe. You know what I mean? It's collectively of several things have to be hitting at the same exact time, but he is a very instrumental person when it comes to Dallas, this region, on the co-signing standpoint, that you're better off having a chance to get him to. If he's blessing your situation, it helps you your engine get down the road.
So if you would have
going back to New York, you asked me about New York.
Yeah.
Keeping it real with you, if we had moved around in New York, this, that, and the third, and it came up, is Bebe on this record? Yeah, we could pull it. You see what I'm saying? Like,
gotcha.
It happens, bro. So systematically, you have to be able to know who to deal with, not to deal with, to be able to even get those blessings, bro.
So if you were to put together a list of gatekeepers in Dallas, I don't know if you ever see, like, say, Cheese always put their list together, like top buzzing DJs, rappers, artists and shit.
Rappers, yeah.
Southern Fried Market's list of gatekeepers in Dallas. Who will be your top 5? These are the people that can make shit happen.
My top 5.
Boy, this is like the music executive mob of Dallas.
My top 5. Well, you know, not to be arrogant of any nature, I had to say myself.
Okay.
Which, you know, the brand, Southern Fried Marketing, Bebe, you have Chaotix, you have, you know, Don Perion's coming to be a very influential influencer in the marketplace. He's very active. P Skills, you know, and I here I go without thinking myself of a nature. It just depends on what you got going on, because, you know, like if I'm in that dance world, you can't get it no better than a P Skills.
Right.
You know what I mean? He got them kids. He's influenced. That's what he do. That's what he's got going on. So it just depends on where the record is. But the top 5. I named out 3, 4 of them. You know, I can't take nothing away from Trill. He's a major because he got that nightclub stuff popping.
Yeah.
You know, I think we got something that's not so much as really just loud per se. And I shouldn't say loud, bad choice of word. That's not just as noticed, because they don't put their stuff out there in front as much as, and I'm talking about people like Swerve, the Fifes, you know what I mean? Shoot, I can't take nothing from Hit That. You ask me, see, now I'm past 5. You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
you
it's
only
hard
put
to put
Cotton
just
on the
5.
list?
Who?
Cotton?
Cotton, he's all by far, hands down. You know what I mean? But I'm thinking in, like I said, it depends on what you're trying to do.
I got you.
Because let's be 1,000. I'm no disrespect to Cotton, even myself. I'm putting myself in here, so I'm putting myself out. If folks don't come with a budget of a certain nature, Cotton's not fooling with it.
That's not true.
Okay, talk to me.
So Cash Page.
Okay.
She popping right now.
Okay.
she was virtually nobody.
Okay.
She was brought to Sean, and Sean put him behind her. I mean, got behind her. Now here it is, Cash Page on billboards with her track. You know what I'm saying? Doing her thing.
And I appreciate you educating me with that, because that is a project that I know enough from the Def Jam situation.
Yep.
But I didn't know how she went about getting her deal.
That was
you
all
see what I'm
Sean.
saying? Okay. And I give him hands down on that.
Then
you see what I'm saying?
you got a young cat. He jumped behind Splurge.
Okay.
That was Cotton.
See?
Now he working with a young cat coming out, Baby Youngin.
I'm familiar with him. I see he picked him up. He's from the North, Dallas somewhere.
That's Cotton.
Okay.
So yes, for people who want to get on Say Cheese to post on Say Cheese, yes, that can be payola.
So he's handling them in two different identities for sure.
Exactly.
That's a wonderful thing. He's a very smart businessman.